There's being sad over someone's death. There is not agreeing with the person who died, but still being respectful. And then, there are these people. The ones who take the opportunity to dance at someone's grave and look like a complete ass in the process. TotalBiscuit was a popular and controversial figure. He had a lot of influence and was very well known in the gaming industry, but it doesn't mean that he was universally liked. People didn't like him for his views in and outside of gaming, or just disagree with his reviews of the games they liked. But every now and then, you find one petty game developer who takes this criticism of their game to a whole new level. Weird. The world just felt a little better sometime around an hour and a half ago. Maybe it was just those new running shoes I got for my run home. Oh wait, I know. It's because TotalBiscuit died. Hey everyone, watch this. I know it's rude to piss on someone's grave, but these actors aren't going to grind themselves. How about that time he was the center point of not one, but 2 major games I worked on, dishing out a plethora of shitty criticism that was less than useful and didn't help anyone, and yet are still some of his most viewed videos. Or maybe just the fact that he never addressed his repeatedly toxic fan base, which was so abusive he could send independent game developers into hiding because of the abuse he knowingly wielded and threw around like a whiny child. And not just indie devs. Sometimes he uses laser abuse just to elevate his own position on Reddit and target people that way. Just search his name in subreddit drama and be in awe of what a queen that guy was. I'm saying this for myself, but I might as well be saying it for those who were and still could be. Fuck that guy 9 ways to Sunday, and good riddance to bad rubbish. Just who is this salty little guy? Well, that would be former BioWare employee and current EA employee David Crooks, who worked on masterpieces like Need for Speed Revivals and Mass Effect Andromeda, both of which TotalBiscuit did reviews on. And I can only assume the hate for TB that David had after his Mass Effect 3 video only skyrocketed after he blasted Need for Speed Revivals and showed disappointment towards Mass Effect Andromeda. So you can tell David here was wanting to vent out his frustration for a long while now, and he figured, hey, what better time to do it than after the guy's death? I mean, pretty smart if you ask me. And while David was publicly condemned by the head of BioWare, there was another who decided to embarrass himself on Twitter. If we don't speak the entire truth of a person after they pass and allow their toxic behavior to go silent while we only applaud their successes, we reward people for their accomplishments no matter how they achieve them. And that is a terrible precedent to set and allow. I am seeing equal parts people thankful for the spotlight he shined on their games/careers, and people who are happy to have one less person ready and able to point a mob in the direction of their personal life. When someone is guilty of the latter, some revel is allowed. While he certainly gave voice to a number of new stream personalities and games, he also carried a lot of water promoting Gamergate as something more than a thinly veiled assault on women and those less represented in the industry/media. Senior animator of the BioWare game Anthem dropping some fucking knowledge right here. Because remember kids, it's okay to shit on a guy after he's died because he participated in Gamergate and because you just don't like his fans. But it's all fine and dandy because he issued an apology statement afterwards saying he was sorry he got caught for saying dumb shit. It's okay, Mike. All is forgiven. If you go searching for it, there are dozens of tweets talking about how great it is that TotalBiscuit died because of this reason or that reason, and they all kind of read and end up the same. But one stands out from this crowd as being particularly entertaining. So allow me to show you a tragedy. Unpopular opinion, understatement to be honest, TotalBiscuit was a repeated defender of Gamergate, a loose organization of pathetic misogynists dedicated to ruining women's lives. Game companies that honor his passing are in a way sending a message to their customers about who matters to them. Just blocking any of the trash that tries to defend him here. I don't need to waste time arguing with dirt. Some of these comments are so vile, Twitter won't show them to me. Real bunch of winners you've got more to your loss, Biscuit, old buddy. Why, who is this intellectual, you might be asking? Why, it's none other than Shane Wilson, developer of shitty Kickstarter games no one has heard of, anti-Gamergate activist, and registered sex offender. Turns out, Shane here wants to do more than just make video games for the whole family, because in 2005, he was convicted in South Carolina for 4 years in prison for producing and distributing child pornography. Now, I don't know about you guys, but a child porn peddler is exactly the person I want educating me on who shitty people are. And his account has now been protected, citing the reasoning as, being constantly attacked by misogynists and Nazis is exhausting. Oh, you poor, poor man. I don't believe someone's transgression should be forgotten after they have died, and I do believe that people should be reminded of the wrongs they did in life. However, there is a difference between committing serious misdoings and just being an opinionated critic for video games. I grew up watching a lot of TotalBiscuit's content, and despite not agreeing with many of his personal views as I got older, I still had tons of respect and appreciation for the guy. If there is a heaven, I hope he's up there getting a good laugh at these sad fucks trying to dance on his grave and looking terrible as a result.